This bard's tale begins near White Orchard, with my dear friend Geralt of Rivia seeking his lover of yore, the sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few steps ahead.
That's also another issue for a lot of other people is the stuttering during the cutscenes. I don't know what that is. Hopefully they come out with a fix for it. It's good to know that I'm not the only one having certain issues with this game as well. People that have monster PCs are having issues, some of the same issues, so hopefully they get a patch or something out to help everyone else out. But other than that, am I actually getting... I don't have an FPS tracker, so I can't see how much FPS I'm pulling in, but I would assume changing it to 60 to unlimited would be okay. I don't think there would be an issue with it, but... Anyways, so yeah, we just got to White Orchard. Still gotta ask travelers about Yennefer.
Looking for a woman.
Like everyone.
Not like everyone. And not just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and gooseberries, dresses in black and white.
2 schnapsies. It'll lift your spirits.
You know what? Let's go for it.
Fine, I'll have a drink. Can we cut to the chase? You seen her or not?
Yennefer of Vengerberg.
How did you know her name? You didn't even describe her. Well, I mean,
Never
I guess we
mentioned
did.
her name.
Yet you described her perfectly. And once I hear something, I never forget. Can't help it.
Item received, Nilfgaardian Lemon.
How do you know Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course. The only way a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless, that is, he's as lucky as I am.
And runs into a very patient witcher.
Into Geralt of Rivia himself. The Butcher of Blaviken.
So let me see if I get this right. I think choosing a yellow option is like kind of like the main question that you should be asking. These other ones kind of give you maybe a little bit more backstory on the characters or like just other questions to get more information about what's going on and stuff. So let's ask these ones first.
Recognize me from Master Dandelion's ballads too?
To your health.
To your health, drinks.
What do you do? Who are you?
A mangy vagrant. Gaunter Odim, at your service.
Vagrant. That a profession now?
Once a merchant of mirrors. The madding crowd dubbed me Master Mirror, or the Man of Glass.
You seen Yennefer?
Deepest apologies, but I must ask. Is this about love?
None of your business.
None of your business.
Yes. As a vagrant, I deserve no explanation.
What do you know? Tell me.
Before you appeared, it never occurred to me that might have been Yennefer. Who would have thought?
Get
Come on,
to the
man.
point.
Yeah, get to the point.
An Nilfgaardian scout from the local garrison saw her.
Where?
At their camp. She rode in there. Dark of night. Black and white. Gooseberries and... Yes, I know. Had a terse exchange with the garrison commander and raced off.
Where to?
I'm not omniscient. Ask at the garrison.
Thanks.
We men of the road must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble and you'll be nearby to help.
Cool. Ask the Nilfgaardians about Yennefer. So another thing about this game is I truly love the way that the characters are designed and the way that they look. They're sort of the movements that they make when they're in conversation and the reaction of their face and things like that. They all look unique. They all look pretty cool. It's hopefully they're not taking the approach of I think the first game and maybe the second game as well, where you had kind of just NPCs that you would see multiple times throughout the game that had the same look. Hopefully they did away with that and they actually have like random generated NPCs so that way they don't look the same. But we'll see. I still have to get used to the way that this game plays in terms of like control-wise and menu-wise and things that I should be doing and checking often and stuff like that. So, but we were only 2 hours into the game, maybe like not even, maybe like just an hour and a half into the game. So, you've barely scratched the surface.
I've drunk.
These guys don't like me. I don't know why my controller does that. Quest, character, world map. No, not that. World map. Is there... Like, what is this filters for? Okay. There we go. I want to see the keys, if you will. Signpost, herbs, roach, my horse. Burn and roach, actually. Notice board, innkeeper, shopkeeper. Okay. I just want to see how massive this game is. Holy crackers. That is, that's pretty huge. It's a huge map of the world there. All available to explore because this is an open world game. So let's see, look and gooseberries, we're still doing that. There's a nice little summary there. We're looking for Yennefer. Secondary quest. Oh yes, fame as a master dice poker. Yeah, they got rid of that, I believe. Unless it makes an appearance later on in the game, but they've introduced a new card game to us. Gwent cards, if you will. He just decided to take up Gwent. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't mind playing more of that card game. It was pretty cool. Okay.
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
Realize it's been half a year since we hunted down that fiend in Varun?
Yes. Well, that was more than a fiend. What was that bastard's name? Drugan? May the soil lie light upon him. Things used to be simpler. Monsters were bad, humans good. Now, everything's all confused.
Used to be exactly the same. You've just forgotten.
Do well not to point up my age. You're near a century old yourself.
So I don't think we saw Vesemir in the second game, I don't believe. I could be wrong, though. But that's cool to see a kind of a returning character. Alright, so let's go out now. Cat. Kitty. This Witcher sense is very different from the second game. In the second game, you would just hit a button and it would pulse a wave around your character, and if things would glow, that would be something that you could get. Like you can see that's glowing out there right now. But it would just be like kind of like an AoE pulse that would just whoosh, it would go the area around you, and you would find things that way. That's how you would Witcher Cinch in the second game. I don't think I need to do anything with this guy. I believe we've already played a game.
Ah, you return. Shall I deal?
No.
Gotta go. So long.
Till next time.
The card game is definitely interesting, though. Like, I definitely want to start trying to collect as many of the cards as possible. And kind of learn how to play everything. Uh-oh. Trouble.
Done drinking?
Mm-hmm.
Then fuck off.
Don't want your kind here.
Racism! My only viewer, this is true. Gizzy Gamer, how are you doing? Welcome. Welcome to The Witcher 3. 3 against 1. What should we choose here? Back off? I do love the hex. It's like kind of like persuasive. 3 against 1. But I kind of want to fight, so Vesemir said not to draw attention to ourselves, but you know what? Screw it, man.
Better round up someone else to help. 3 of you don't stand a chance against me.
What? I could fuck you up by myself.
Yeah,
If I
alright.
had a bag over my head and my hands tied behind... Actually, no, not even then.
Chet, Lesh, back off. I'll teach this vagrant a lesson.
Goodness.
Man on freak.
Oh, okay, alright. We're just gonna get in a fist fight here. Got him. Oh yeah, I forgot about parrying and that horse back there. Alright, bring it on, peasant. Come on, peasant, where are you going? Got him. Yeah, man, rough him up. Rough him up. I'm doing well, thanks for asking. I've never seen this game. It looks like Skyrim. It just came out, actually, yesterday. Witcher 3. It definitely is sort of like a Skyrim game in the sense that it is open world, so you can go anywhere you want. Anything you see in the distance, you can make your way towards. With this game, being that it's Witcher 3, you don't need to play Witcher 1 or Witcher 2 to play this one. You can kind of just dive in and go from there. But I played the first 2 games, so I kind of have an understanding of what's going on. Mainly with story and some of the characters, but if you were just to play Witcher 3 and not play the first 2 games, you could probably still have a good time with it. But yeah, it just came out yesterday, so super excited. Game saves, your game state will automatically save when you reach certain milestones in the mission or the story. Yep. When playing an RPG, make sure you save as often as possible because you never know when a game's gonna crash. Oh, let's go ahead and loot this.
What did the folk do? They could have sewed his head back on. Word is they laid his corpse to rest.
But if you have any questions about the game, I can do my best to answer them for you. Just like that. Gizzy Gamer, thank you so much for the follow, sir. I really do appreciate it. And thanks for checking out the stream because there's literally thousands of other people streaming this game right now. So thank you for picking this stream and hanging out with me. Thanks again for the follow. You know, I kind of just want to explore. Even though this is a little village, I just really want to just explore right now.
What do you want?
This game was originally scheduled to come out in February, but they pushed it back to May because of the game not being ready. And, you know, kind of good they did that. But you still have your issues every now and then. I don't know why the vegetation looks like the way it does. Someone described it as like kind of like a pastel sort of look, and I can definitely see that. And people that have monster machines and graphics cards and things like that also say it looks like that. So maybe they'll be issuing a fix or something to kind of help out with that. But I mean, other than that, I mean, the game looks pretty gorgeous, actually. It may not look so gorgeous on stream because of the bit rate, but at 1080p on my monitor, it looks darn good.
The wild hunt in the heavens always heralds war.
Very long delay on this stream. Don't know if it's Twitch. It might be. I'm not too sure. I know Twitch was having issues with login and stuff like that, like maybe 5 minutes before I started streaming, so maybe that's still happening about. But I also don't have the beta stream delay thing on that they released last week on, so if you're watching streams with that on, that could possibly also be a delay. But usually it should be like 20 seconds or so. And it takes longer, but will be better. Is a lot better than a rush game. This is true. It seems like everybody has taken that approach. More in the recent AAA titles that have been released, they've seemed to have rushed through it, and on release day there's problems galore. So this one still has some issues, but it's not too bad.
Everything's gonna be fine.
So, but like,
What now?
I don't like you, White One.
seems like everybody rushes out games.
Damn
So.
deer, strip the bark off the trees again.
And you know what's good about this company, CD Projekt Red, is they have given 16 free DLC to everybody. So that's pretty darn good. So right now we're supposed to be looking for Yennefer. We should be asking some guards about it, but I kind of just want to explore right now. Let's see what this exclamation mark means. Ooh, we're gonna have to talk to somebody.
What happened here?
Oh, got a wee bit chilly the night, so I set fire to my forge. Got it nice and roaring. Roasted some wieners. What do you think happened, dimwit? Some bugger set alight me workshop. I've lost everything. Everything!
Not insulting me, he's just venting his door.
Sorry. Any suspects?
Whole damned village. I've lived here half a century. Thought they saw me as one of their own. But everything changed when the Black Ones came. I'm the only smith around, so I got to service their garrison. Bang dents out of plate, shoe horses. That sort of thing. Nilfgaardians don't pay me a bloody copper. Just give me supplies and orders. But humans can't fathom that. They think I'm getting rich off their misfortune. That I sleep on a pile of gold like a ploughing dragon. They've stopped talking to me. Spit when I pass. And now this.
So I think these, on the map, the exclamation marks are potential side quests, I believe. What other games do I play, and have I always been a PC gamer? Let's see. I started streaming about 3 months ago. It's almost 4 months, I think, in another week or two. Since I've been streaming on a schedule, I should say. Um, I mainly play RPG games. If you want to scroll down on this page, you can scroll down to look at games we've completed on stream, and that can give you an idea of the sort of games that I play. But it's mainly RPG. This game, we're going to play it mostly every time that we stream until we beat it. Because that's what I do on the channel, is I like to pick a game and then actually complete the game, because there's a lot of people that play different games, all sorts of different games, and never finish it. And my thing is I want to complete the game. So there's a list down below of games we completed on stream. And I actually haven't always been a PC gamer, even though I'm playing with a controller. I started PC gaming about maybe 4 years ago, so I'm still kind of fairly new. I've got a decent machine so far, but I mean, like, I can't even imagine going back to consoles now, because PC is just amazing.
I can find your arsonist, provided you're willing to pay.
I've not much left, but I'll give you all if you bring me that horse in, so that he gets what he deserves. The night of the fire, I heard movement outside my hut. Went out to see if I could find any tracks, but found nothing. But then I haven't got cat eyes, have I? Good luck.
And these characters look cool. Wow, look at that. I mean, even the weather is changing. The looks like storm clouds in the distance. That looks pretty good. But I'm a huge fan of the Final Fantasy franchise, so you know, most of the Final Fantasy games. I play the Final Fantasy MMO regularly, Final Fantasy A Realm Reborn. But I mainly enjoy RPG games. So, you know, the Mass Effects, the Dragon Ages, Witcher, Final Fantasy, all those sorts of games. We even play Binding of Isaac Rebirth on stream sometimes, so. Enhancing weapons. Use special grindstones. Temporarily enhance your weapons. Doing so grants a bonus to the damage dealt by your weapons. Yes. I don't think I have anything to use this with, though. Oh, okay, so it just automatically enhances your weapon for 15 minutes. But hopefully my microphone sounds okay. I mean, I think next month I should actually be getting an actual microphone, so I should be sounding a whole lot better than this SteelSeries headset mic, because I think it changes pitches a lot. There's nothing I can do about it. It's just a gaming headset. But wow, this looks. I'm really digging the weather. Like, all of a sudden it was sunny, and now, like, here comes the wind, here comes the storm clouds. Pretty good. Graphics in the environment in this game look really well done. This is true. Like I said, I don't know how great it looks on stream, but I hope it looks alright. I would prefer not to increase the bitrate, because for non-partners, you should keep it kind of at like 2000 bitrate if possible. But yeah, it looks really good. It's interesting because since I've been streaming, you know, within the 3 months, I haven't really been playing games that have been released recently. Like, before we started this, we finished up Shadow of Mordor, which was probably the most recent game I've streamed that's been out, because I think that came out in September, and that game looked gorgeous. I was really enjoying every moment of that game. So this kind of opens my eyes to, you know, maybe we need to start playing newer games instead of kind of playing games that were released, you know, like 5-10 years ago. Kids singing. Someone's in this house. Let's see what's going on in here. My microphone is good, and you don't think I need a new one, to be honest? Well, I appreciate that, but I kind of want to make it a little bit more professional if I can. So I think next month that's gonna happen. We'll get a microphone. We'll get the studio arm and all that, and 'cause that will improve my stream, I think, a lot. But you know, for now, this headset's been doing me good. But I know sometimes it changes pitch, and it doesn't sound too great sometimes, but it's just the way it goes. That is a lot of leather. So this game has crafting. You can use all these materials to craft certain items, or certain potions, or things like that. Whatever. I think even armor too, maybe. I don't know. I haven't really looked at any news for this game, because I kind of wanted to just dive into this game not knowing anything and sharing my experience on stream for the first time. So I haven't read any reviews or like what's in the game or anything like that, so I kind of like it that way.
Greetings.
A witcher? You see the notice? Hear about the well?
A well? First I've heard. There a problem?
Aye. 'Tis haunted. Has been for a good 20 years.
20? So why'd you put out a notice just now?
'Cause earlier on we drew our water from the river. But so many corpses floating in it after the battle it's turned noxious. My daughter Mandy drank half a pitcher. Felt dreadful ill, can't keep nothing down. She grows worse by the day. Herbalist claims you fight a fever with drink. And not beer nor cider, but water. Clear, pure water. And where am I to get that if not from the well? But first, the ghost's got to be driven away. And it don't let any man near.
I like how Geralt's hair is blowing in the wind right now. Like, I mean, sure you got windows to the house, but I didn't think that much wind would come through those windows, but kind of interesting. You're 8 hours ahead, live in the UK, that's awesome. I've never been outside of the United States, but I've always wanted to travel to Europe and the United Kingdom and all that. It's beautiful over there. Let's see, 8 hours ahead of me, so that's like going on 7:45-ish or something over there. So nighttime. Time zones, man, time zones. I'm curious, what sort of games do you play, and what sort of games are your favorites? I'm just curious. Describe the ghost.
This ghost. Describe it for me.
Well, it's awful frightening. Awful.
I meant, what does it look like?
It looks like a woman, but fresh from the grave. Wears a dirty dress, all rags, its skin flaking off its bones, and it howls like it's suffering.
Some wraith. Or maybe an alp.
If you don't wallop it, master. If you don't take care of it, that is, it'll come kill me daughter.
Let's talk about my reward. I'll help this guy out. So these are just like side quests that we can do, which I definitely will do.
Fine, I'll help. Where's this well?
In Havel, a settlement on the heights. It's abandoned now, no one ventures there on account of the ghost being about. Drive it off, please.
Devil by the well. Nice. Yeah, the way I play RPGs is like, I don't know, like I like read everything, I try to do every single side quest possible. Like I just go head first and dive into everything I can.
She's a fever. Has fainting spells.
She's in a bad way, Master. A bad way.
Bad way. Play MOBAs, usually League of Legends and Hearthstone. Used to be a console gamer. I think everybody used to be a console gamer. Because I don't think I could... I didn't even know what PC gaming was back then, so I would always get just the consoles because it was easier. But then just having to buy a new console for new games just kind of seems absurd now that you think about it. Yeah, I had you know, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, all that stuff. GameCube, all that good stuff. Wow, it's looking really dark out here now.